Most authors think that they have to publish more books to make more money. But what if I told you that you could double your profits without writing a single new word? And the secret is in book bundling. So let's start with what book bundling actually means, because a lot of authors hear the term but don't really understand how powerful it is. So book bundling, also known as creating a box set or a package, is when you take two or more of your existing books, usually on the same topic within a series, and then you combine them into a single product. It's basically a buy one, get one deal for your readers, and Amazon lets you sell it just like any other book. So let me give you an example. If you wrote 3 relationship workbooks, let's say one on dating, one on breakups, and one on planning for marriage, you could package all 3 into a combined edition, and that's your bundle. You don't need to rewrite anything. You're repurposing the existing work into a more valuable offer. And what's great is that on Amazon KDP, you can upload this bundle as a brand new listing with its own title, cover, and price. So that means you're effectively giving your old books a second life, and Amazon's algorithm treats it as if it's a new release, which can actually help your visibility. And readers, they love bundles because they feel like they're getting more value. So instead of paying $9.99 for each of those 3 books, they might only pay $19.99 for the full set. So it is a win-win, and they save money, and you make a higher total royalty per sale. So when you hear the term book bundle, think of it as your best content repackaged for maximum impact, and another smart way to multiply your income without needing to write another word. Now, let's talk about why bundling actually boosts your profits, because this is where things start to get exciting. First, bundles increase your perceived value. So when readers see multiple books combined into one, they automatically assume that they're getting a better deal. It feels like a premium package, even if it's just your existing books grouped together. So that higher perceived value lets you charge more without needing to do any extra work. Second, you earn higher royalties per sale. So if you normally make around $3 to $4 per book, a bundled priced at $19.99 could earn you $8 to $10 per sale. So depending on the file size and print cost, your royalties may vary, but you're instantly increasing your profit margin because your production cost doesn't really change. Third, bundles can revive your older titles. So when you launch a new bundle, Amazon treats it like a brand new product with its own listing and metadata. That means that you can get another shot at ranking, keyword visibility, and even being featured in customers also bought sections, right? So all of which can drive more traffic back to your individual books too. Fourth, bundles help with algorithm momentum. So when your bundle starts to sell, Amazon begins recommending your other related books automatically. So one sale can trigger multiple downstream sales, especially if your covers and titles are visually cohesive. And finally, bundles perform incredibly well in audiobook format. People who listen to audiobooks love longer content. A 10-hour bundle feels like a great value compared to a 2-hour single title. That means your audiobook bundles often get higher conversion rates and better reviews. So in short, bundling doesn't just boost profit, it amplifies every part of your publishing business. More income, more visibility, and more opportunities to turn your existing work into a long-term passive revenue stream. So now let's get behind the psychology as to why bundling books work so well. So people, they actually love feeling like they're getting a deal, right? We all want to make sure that we're getting a deal when we're buying something. I don't know about you, but I'm always looking up like coupon codes just to see if I can get, a couple more dollars off, right? So when they see multiple books combined at a discount, it triggers that sense of saving money and getting more for less, which makes sense and makes it an easy yes. So there's also the the competition effect, right? So readers want that full picture. And if you have a series, I'm sorry, I meant completion. So if you have a series of related topics, right, they feel more satisfied buying the complete set instead of just buying one. It gives them a sense of finishing something, to having that complete story. Then there's the commitment and consistency. So when someone buys a bundle, they're mentally committing to your content long term. And that loyalty increases the chances that they're going to leave a review, follow your work, or buy future releases. Bundles also play into perceived exclusivity. So when you market something as the complete edition or a 3-in-1 special, it feels premium, like they're getting something others don't have. And finally, bundling reduces decision fatigue. So instead of asking readers to choose which book to buy, you make it simple. One click, they get them all. Less friction equals more conversions. So bundling doesn't just boost sales because of pricing, it taps directly into how people think, decide, and buy. All right, let's talk about how you can actually create and price your book bundle, because this is where you turn your existing catalog into a new income stream. The first step is choosing which books to bundle. Pick 2 or 3 titles that naturally complement each other, same niche, tone, target reader. For example, if you've got a book on healing attachment styles and one on emotional regulation and another on inner child work, well, those fit perfectly together. The key is to make sure that the bundle feels cohesive and not random. Next, you want to organize that content. Combine the manuscripts into one single file, keeping each book intact, but adding a clear table of contents so that readers can easily navigate between sections. Use dividers or simple headers like book 1, book 2, and so on. And you can format this in tools like Kindle Create or Vellum or even in Word before uploading to KDP. Then create a custom cover. Don't just reuse one of your existing designs. Make a new one that clearly communicates value. Something like 3 books in 1, the complete series, or the ultimate collection. The cover is what makes it stand out and makes it feel premium. So it needs to visually say that it is a bundle. So next, let's talk about pricing, right? So the goal is to make it feel like a deal without undercutting your value. Add up the price of the individual books and then discount it by about 20%. So if each book sells for $9.99, your 3-book bundle instead might be priced at $24.99. Readers feel like they're saving money and you're earning more per sale. And also, don't forget to experiment. So if your bundle starts selling consistently, test small price increases. You'd be surprised how often readers will still buy at a higher price when the perceived value is strong. Finally, create a KDP listing for your bundle. Treat it like a fresh launch. Write a strong description, include keywords for all the topics covered, and position it as a complete solution rather than just a single book. Once it's live, promote it everywhere, your social media, your email list, and especially in your existing books. Add a line in your older titles that says, "Want all 3 books in 1? Grab the complete bundle set." And that's how you turn your existing catalog into a high-value product that earns more per sale and helps new readers discover your work faster. Now, let's go over some advanced strategies to take your bundling to the next level, because once you've got the basics down, this is how you really start scaling your income. First, use your bundle to drive sales back to your individual books. In your book description and even inside your bundle itself, include links or call outs. Like if you enjoyed book 1, grab the standalone version for a friend. Okay, that's a really good idea. Or you could say leave a review on the individual title. This creates a loop where one purchase can lead to multiple sales and reviews across your catalog. Second, try creating audiobook exclusive bundles. These perform incredibly well because listeners love long form content and they enjoy it in one setting. So instead of selling 3 separate 2-hour audiobooks, bundle them together into one 6-hour edition and you'll get more listens, higher perceived value, and often better royalties per credit on Amazon, Audible. Third is to test seasonal or themed content in your bundles. So what you might want to do is repackage your bundles with a specific theme for limited times, like New Year Reset Collection, Valentine's Day Relationship Bundle, or Holiday Healing Series. Even if it's the same content, the fresh positioning can reignite interest and drive seasonal sales spikes. Fourth, play with the pricing tiers, because once your bundle gains traction, try creating multiple versions, like a 2-in-1 for entry-level buyers, a 4-in-1 premium edition for your most dedicated readers, and this gives customers options while increasing your average order value. Fifth, update your metadata strategy. Okay, use your bundles keywords to target slightly broader search terms than your individual titles, because it's going to help you capture a new audience while still ranking in your niche. And finally, market your bundle like a new release. Post about it, make a trailer, run Amazon ads, feature it in your newsletter. Bundles are one of the easiest ways to launch your content with a fresh hook. And every time you do, it's another opportunity to build momentum in Amazon's algorithm. So think of bundling not just as repackaging, but as a smart marketing move that compounds your visibility, authority, and income over time. So here's the bottom line. Building your books is one of the smartest ways to increase your income without adding more to your workload. You've already done the hard part by writing the content, so why not package it in a way that multiplies your earnings and visibility? Bundling helps you breathe new life into your existing catalog, reach new readers who prefer value-packed options, and position yourself as an established author with a full collection of work. It's a simple move that can make a huge impact on your monthly royalties. If you found this helpful and you want to learn how to create a profitable book bundles, market them effectively, and turn your publishing into real passive income, well, please join my Skool community where you can meet other like-minded self-publishers. Plus, you'll get access to my full book challenge course that walks you through everything from beginning to end on how to publish your very first book, right? So the link is going to be in the description down below. Go check it out. You definitely won't be disappointed, and make sure you subscribe.